Hi guys, it's Gina from Speech Without Limits. Today I'm going to be modeling the book The Gruffalo, and I'm going to kind of show you what a shared reading session will look like. Try to mock it up a little bit for you guys. So I'm going to include some story props. For this book I chose to do a box diorama. Haven't done one of those since elementary school, but I just printed off a landscape, put it in the back of the box, and then I printed off characters and from Smarty Symbols, and I have them just attached to craft sticks. So if I wanted, the kid can hold them up while we're reading the book. They also kind of sit in there, which is what I'm going to do during this video nicely. Story props I love using because research has shown time and again that they increase engagement and attention. They're just fun. They're fun to retell the story with. And it's easy to get a box for this one. If you have kids in diapers like I do, I've got plenty of these lying around. If you don't like to do the story props, or you're kind of on the go and you don't want to have big bulky things, in my packet, I've also included a story retell sheet that you can cut out these little mini characters down at the bottom, and then they can just kind of move along on the landscape that are in the boxes, the different landscapes that happen in the story. All right, another thing that I'm doing with the book, I'm going to focus on just two words. A lot of times I'm working on social etiquette goals with my kids, and greetings are one of those. And in this book, it is great for that because the animals are saying hello and goodbye throughout the story. So those are the two words that I will be modeling and focusing the most on when I model on the device. So if you've seen some of my modeling tips before, I talk about keeping it simple. And so that's how you can keep it simple, is just pick a couple of words. They can either be repeated words, and if you want to see the video with that, you can check out my modeling the Gruffalo with the repeated words, where I focus on where and good. But a lot of times I pick words based upon if it's a student's goal or one of their objectives in their IEP. So, and like I mentioned, a lot of times I am working on social etiquette, so that's why I chose also to do hello and goodbye. And they're also repeated words too, like I said, throughout the book. All right, another thing I'm going to show you that I try to do as much as I can during my shared reading sessions with kids is to incorporate the car strategy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I didn't know about it either until a year ago, I think. A coworker of mine, Maggie from @AAC, if you follow us on there as well, on Instagram and our YouTube channel, but we discovered the strategy from the website literacyforalinstruction.ca. But they talk about shared reading, and then within that link within, or their shared reading site and everything, they have the car strategy, and they have this great little picture reminding you. And so I printed that off and I laminated it. They also have they walk you through the different steps on the back. So I laminated those back and forth so I can refer to it when I'm with the student and everything. But the car strategy is just to make an even richer experience for the kids. So you comment about something in the book, and then of course you're going to wait, give them 5 to 10 seconds. We know our kids need that processing time. And then if they say something, great. If not, then you can probe a little bit more and ask a question. And when you go to ask a question, you're going to put that crowd in the car. So you're going to ask one of these crowd questions. It really helps you get away from yes/no questions, because if you're like me, you can get stuck in that rut where I'm either asking the same question a lot during a book, so the same type of WH question, or I'm asking a yes/no, and I hate it. Like, we need to get away from that. So this will really help you if you're like that, and like me in that instance. I also cheat, if you will, or prep, but I will write questions out on Post-its in my book. 1, because it reminds me to ask a question there. And then 2, it helps me remember, oh, I need to ask different questions. And I'll already have those different questions prepped ahead of time. So then you're going to wait 5 or 10 seconds again for them to respond to that question that you asked. If they did hopefully respond to it, or even if they didn't, I'm going to answer the question and then I'm going to expand upon it a little bit and respond and add information that it says for the R. Okay. Oh, and the crowd questions are: C is for completion, R is for recall, O is for open-ended, W is for WH questions, and D is for that distancing where you're just accessing some of that background knowledge. And again, it walks you through steps and gives you the examples on that handout page that is also on the site as well. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with the modeling. I'll stop here and there and kind of explain why I'm doing certain things with the car part. But essentially I'll model and then I'll use the story props. It won't be as fun though, just forewarning, because I don't have a student here with me that I'm modeling it with. Otherwise, it would be a little bit more interactive. Also, another tip before we get started, a lot of pre-steps here. You want to remember to model from the student's point of view. I'm just in front of a camera today, and for the purposes of everything else I wanted to include, I'm not modeling from that point of view. A lot of my other videos, if you've watched them on the YouTube channel, I do try to model from whatever angle and point of view that I'm with. So real life, if I'm with just one student or even two students, we're sitting so that we're all facing the materials, and then I can model from their point of view. But I'll be honest, during groups, I have a big group that I do on Mondays. I have too many kids in that group that I cannot get behind each kid or have them all with me to where I'm modeling from their point of view. So I kind of do that if I've got a smartboard and it's working available. I can kind of get at their point of view with that. But otherwise, modeling is, just model. But if you can do it from their point of view, it's better. But real life, we can't always do that. So just another little modeling tip. All right, so The Gruffalo is our story. It's by Julia Donaldson and Alex Scheffler. And again, I'm going to be focusing on the greeting words, hello and goodbye. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our story. A mouse took a stroll through the deep, dark wood. A fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house. It's terribly kind of you, fox, but no, I'm going to have lunch with the Gruffalo. All right, so we have two animals from the forest. Let's put our animals in the forest. First, we have a fox. And put him up. And then we need to go to pets, and we have a mouse. But mice can live in the forest too. Yeah. And I'm going to stop because I have a Post-it, so it reminds me to ask my car question. So first part of the car strategy is the C, to comment. So I'm going to say, yeah, look at those animals. They are some forest animals. So that was my comment. I'm just going to wait now. I'm going to stop and wait 5 to 10 seconds. We know our kids need that processing time, and I'm going to see if they make any kind of statement. So sometimes a lot of times my kids will repeat what I've said if they're learning the vocab, which is great. And so forest. They may say forest again, and I'll be like, yes. I'll ask my question now. We have read other books with forest animals in them. What is a forest animal that we've read about? And again, you're waiting. And so they may label one of these animals, or they may label a different one. So I'm going to pretend like they talked about the fox. I'll be like, yeah, there is an orange fox. And they do live in the forest. You're right. Or if we've read about it before in another book, like I'll be like, and label whatever that book was that we read it in. All right. A Gruffalo. What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo. Why didn't you know? He has terrible tusks and terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. Where are you meeting him? Here, by these rocks. They're going to meet by the rocks. And his favorite food is roasted fox. Roasted fox! Oh my, Fox said. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, little mouse. And away he sped. Silly old fox! Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? Sir Fox, he did not want to meet the Gruffalo, did he? So he ran away. On went the mouse through the deep dark wood. An owl saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Join me for tea in my treetop house. It's frightfully nice of you, owl, but no. I'm going to have tea with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo. Why didn't you know? He has knobbly knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. Where are you meeting him? Here, by this stream. So we have our mouse and our owl. And look, whoops. The mouse said that the Gruffalo is going to meet him by the stream. And his favorite food is owl ice cream. Owl ice cream, to-wit, to-woo. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Little mouse, and away owl flew. Silly old owl, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? So look, the owl is scared of the Gruffalo too. He's gonna fly away. All right, on went the mouse through the deep dark wood. A snake. Oh, there's a snake now. He saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come for a feast in my log pile house. All right, so I have a post-it again to remind me to do my crowd or question for my car strategy. So again, the first part is C is to comment. So I'm going to say, look, I wonder what mouse is going to say to the snake. You wait 5 to 10 seconds. I chose to do the C, the completion question here, because Mouse has met 2 other animals, the fox and the owl, and they both wanted him to come and over for food and everything, and he told them no. And so I'm going to ask this question, and then I want to see if the kid can answer then. So I'm going to say, it's wonderfully good of you, snake, but... And then I won't fill in. I'm going to wait 5 to 10 seconds, and hopefully they do fill in that blank. And they do say no here.
No.
If not, then you're going to say no. And I'll say, yes, he did. He said no. Because he did not want to go with the snake, did he? And then that's where I responded, and I added that more, where he did not want to go with the snake. A Gruffalo. What's a Gruffalo? Why didn't you know? His eyes are orange. His tongue is black. He has purple prickles all over his back. Where are you meeting him? Here, by this lake. And his favorite food is scrambled snake. Scrambled snake, it's time I hid.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, little mouse, and away Snake slid. Silly old snake, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? Oh. I'm going to stop here because I see my question over here. So again, it's prompted me. They're great. So I'm going to start with my comment. I'll be like, oh, the mouse, he looks scared. And I'm going to wait 5 or 10 seconds, see if they say anything. And then if not, I'm going to ask my question. And I chose O here where it's an open-ended question. So I'm going to say, tell me, what do you see in this picture? And then you're waiting 5 or 10 seconds again. Hopefully they comment of some kind, answer. So I could see a kid saying a bear because it kind of resembles a little bit of a bear. But if not, maybe they say scary or brown or big or something like that using their descriptive words. But if they don't, then I'm going to say, look, it's a big brown Gruffalo, I bet. Or a big brown animal, one of the two. All right. But who is this creature with the terrible claws and the terrible teeth and his terrible jaws? He has knobbly knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. His eyes are orange, his tongue is black, and he has purple prickles all over his back. Oh, help! Oh, no! It's a Gruffalo! My favorite food, the Gruffalo said. You'll taste good on a slice of bread. Good, said the mouse. Don't call me good. I'm the scariest creature in the deep, dark wood. Just walk behind me, and soon you'll see. Everyone is afraid of me. Oh, sure, said the Gruffalo, bursting with laughter. You lead the way, and I'll follow after. They walked and walked till the Gruffalo said, I hear a hiss in the grass ahead. So we have our mouse and our Gruffalo, and they're walking through our forest. It's Snake, said the mouse. So here comes our snake. Why, Snake? Hello.
Hello.
Snake took one look at the Gruffalo. Oh dear, he said.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, little mouse, and slid right in to his log pile house. Whew, he got away fast. You see, said the mouse, I told you so. Amazing, said the Gruffalo. They walked some more till the Gruffalo said, I hear a hoot in the trees ahead. It's Al, said the mouse. Why, Al?
Hello.
Hello. Al took one look at the Gruffalo. I'm going to stop because, again, I see a question. And I'm going to first start with my comment. So I'm going to say, oh, goodness, Al. He looks like he is scared. Wait 5 to 10 seconds again. Then I'm going to ask a question. And I'm going to do a recall question here, the R. So before in the book, a recall question is just the remembering stuff that happened before in the book. So the fox was just in the story and he or the snake, I guess, sorry. The snake was in the story and he slid away to get away from the Gruffalo. So I'm going to say, what happened when the snake saw the mouse and the Gruffalo? You could say, what did he do? And again, you're waiting. If they answer, we can expand upon it. So hopefully he said like, go. And I'll be like, yes, the snake did go away. He wanted to hide because he did not. Okay, erase that last little bit. All right. So hopefully the student said something like maybe go. And I'll be like, yes, the snake, he did go away. Because he did not want to meet that Gruffalo and get eaten, did he? And then that's how I'm adding more and expanding. All right. Boo-hoo, he said. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Little mouse, and flew right up to his treetop house. So, whoops. So Al was there, but he got scared. And he wants to go away. You see, said Mouse, I told you so. Astounding, said the Gruffalo. And they walked some more till the Gruffalo said, I hear some paws on the path ahead. It's Fox, said the Mouse. So our Fox, they met Fox. Why, Fox, hello.
Hello.
Fox took one look at Gruffalo. Oh, help, he said. Goodbye, little mouse. I'm going to stop there because, again, I have a question, so I'm going to comment first. Look, there's the mouse and the Gruffalo and the fox. And see if they say anything. You're waiting again. If they do, you can elaborate on it and ask a question or add to it. And so if my student didn't say anything, I'm going to ask a question. I'll say a WH question here. I'll be like, What is the fox doing? And again, you're waiting. Hopefully they said something. If not, again, we're teaching. So I'll be like, look, what's he doing? He's going in his house. He's going in his den. I'll be like, yeah, remember how the owl and the snake, they went away too because they do not want to get eaten by the Gruffalo, do they? They are scared. So any of those things you could elaborate with. And he ran right into his underground house. So Fox, he ran away and hid. The mouse said, Gruffalo, now you see, everyone is afraid of me. But now my tummy is starting to rumble. And my favorite food is Gruffalo crumble. Gruffalo crumble, the Gruffalo said, and quick as the wind, he turned and he fled. So the Gruffalo's gonna leave the forest. He doesn't want to get eaten by the mouse. So all was quiet in the deep, dark wood. The mouse found a nut. And the nut was good. All right, and there's the end of our story. We're finished reading it. Okay, so there's an example of how I do a little bit of a shared reading experience. Again, you're not seeing the full effect of it because I don't have a student here where you can really see how I let them take the lead. We may go back in the book if you ever have a student who does that, wants to look at some of the pictures in the back and things. Or if they stop and say anything, I'm always expanding upon that and answering. But there's a little bit of the gist. You read the story. I have words that I'm modeling core-wise, and you're always incorporating that fringe vocabulary, any of the nouns that are important and repeated throughout the story, because you want that nice balance. I always like story props because it's interactive. And then I try to remember to do this as much as possible and prep ahead of time and have questions, so that I'm varying the type of questions that I'm asking, and making it a really rich language and communication opportunity for the students. So thanks for watching. Leave any comments or questions that you have. I'd love to hear from you. And follow me on Instagram, and you can get weekly updates on what I'm doing in therapy, and ideas that I have for story props and stuff. Thanks for watching.